I just finished The Handmaid's Tale. There's a lot to unpack here. Admittedly, I've had this book on my Kindle for quite a while. I was at the bookstore about a week ago, saw it hanging there on the shelf, and decided, why not just pick up the physical copy? I do prefer reading physical copy of books when I can, so having this one in my arsenal was a pretty easy decision for me. I put this one down in about 4 or 5 days. It's an extremely well-written book, a classic for sure, and a masterpiece by Margaret Atwood. What I'll say about this book is, as a whole, it is not something that describes an entire existence of a world that may be to come. In my opinion, I think there are pieces throughout this book that can be put together to build what a potential future in a particular country may look like. But that's not really what I took from this book. When I finished reading this, and what I experienced while reading it, was the writing style of this book was crafted in a way to maintain engagement around every corner, up every step, in and out of every room. And I think it was so carefully designed, the way that this book is written, to feel like you're right next to the narrator. So many times throughout the book, you find yourself sinking deep into the emotions of the narrator and what they're going through as a handmaid. And then instantly, you're pulled back into a flashback that they experienced prior to the life that they live now. And then as you start to find your footing in that flashback, in that new setting that you've been pulled into, you're just as instantly pulled back out into the present day. That to me was what was so gripping about this book, because I think it parallels so much to what we experience in today's world with social media and how fast everything is able to change right in front of us. I feel like the writing style for this book was designed to keep you off balance and meant to keep you on your heels. I think it was meant to not allow you to look too far into the future and to focus on the here and now. It was something that I really appreciated about this book. I watched the show before I read the book, and it was not something that I was ready for, even though you do feel that way in the show as well. I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads. You can go click the link in my bio to read my full review. If you haven't read this book, I would highly recommend it. I think it's a great experience for anyone that is looking to truly experience the work Atwood put into this piece. And I think it's also an emotional experience from the perspective of being able to maintain a sense of composure in an environment of chaos. Let me know if you read this book already, or if you plan on reading it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.